What if I told you that the interest rate on your mortgage wasn't actually set by the Federal Reserve, but like by a few specific choices you made at a grocery store checkout line 3 years ago?
I mean, it sounds crazy. But when you peel back the layers of how home financing actually works, you realize you have way more control than the daily financial news implies.
Yeah, and that is exactly what we are diving into today, because buying a home is notorious for being this massive, intimidating maze of financial jargon,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. It completely overwhelms people.
Right. So today's mission for this deep dive is to give you the map. We're digging into real-world data, specifically looking at the blog posts, case studies, and customer reviews of Ace Mortgage Loan Corp. They are a Florida lender that's been navigating this stuff since 1996.
Okay, let's unpack this. How do we actually translate this intimidating maze into actionable knowledge?
Well, you really have to start by looking at how the banking system measures risk. When you hear that dreaded alphabet soup of loan types, they aren't just arbitrary categories. Like what, just clever marketing to confuse buyers? That's always my first thought.
What's fascinating here is that they aren't marketing tricks at all. They are very specific structural vehicles designed for different socioeconomic profiles. It's all about managing a bank's fear of losing money.
Okay, so if we think of mortgages like vehicles, an FHA loan would be like a reliable starter sedan, right? You always hear about them offering 96.5% financing.
Exactly.
But how on earth does a bank justify lending almost the entire value of a house to a first-time buyer who might have lower credit?
Right, so it's because the bank isn't holding all the risk. FHA means the government is essentially co-signing for you. They back the loan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which reduces the lender's risk to almost zero, so they can comfortably hand you the keys. There's really no one-size-fits-all approach to real estate.
Which I guess is also the magic behind VA loans for veterans, right? Because they offer 100% financing and no PMI.
Exactly, they completely waive it.
And let's clarify PMI for a second. Private mortgage insurance. That's a fee you pay every month to protect the lender in case you default, not to protect you. So skipping that is a massive financial advantage.
It really is. And the underlying structure of that risk dictates the flexibility of the loan. Like, take conventional loans. Lenders usually sell these off to government-backed entities you've probably heard of on the news, like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Right, to free up the bank's cash so they can lend again.
Exactly. But then you have jumbo loans. Those are for luxury properties that are just too expensive for Fannie and Freddie to buy.
Wait, really? So if the bank can't sell off a jumbo loan, they just have to hold all that risk themselves?
Yes, they do. And because they keep that risk in-house, they aren't bound by Fannie and Freddie's rigid rules. That's why jumbo loans actually offer unexpected credit score flexibility.
That is wild. I would have thought a sports car type of loan would be stricter.
You'd think so, but the bank can look at your entire financial picture, your assets, your investments, instead of just a strict credit score cutoff.
Okay, so because these risk structures are so incredibly tailored, comparing your financial journey to someone else's is completely useless.
It's a huge trap. I mean, there's a blog post in our material from Scott Osher titled "But My Neighbor Got." And he attacks the myth of the baseline rate. People obsess over the idea that their neighbor got 2%, so they should too.
Right. It's that human nature to compare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But outside of massive macroeconomic trends, individuals essentially make their own interest rates based on their specific risk profile.
Okay, but I have to push back on this idea that you have total control over that profile.
Okay, how so?
Well, there's a customer review in the sources where a buyer admits to having downright horrible credit, but a loan officer named Kelly Ardito helped them repair it and close on a loan in just 3 weeks.
Right, I saw that one.
I mean, that sounds like a scam. How is that mechanically possible when credit bureaus take at least 30 days just to update a single billing cycle?
It sounds fake, but it's not magic. It's a specific mechanism called rapid rescoring. A human loan officer can look at your profile and tell you exactly which specific revolving debt to pay down to maximize your score.
Okay, and then what?
Then they submit proof of that payment directly to the bureaus to manually force an immediate score update. An algorithm just won't do that for you.
So what does this all mean? Is finding a human being who can build a personalized credit strategy the true hidden key to a smaller payment, rather than just obsessively shopping for a baseline rate?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, absolutely. The mortgage industry is governed by strict watchdogs, particularly the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or a CFPB, which ensures lenders aren't being predatory.
Right. Nobody wants a repeat of 2008.
Exactly. But navigating that heavy regulation requires localized human guidance. A free online mortgage calculator can't rapid risk score you. And it can't tell a teacher they qualify for a highly specific hometown hero grant, which we also saw in those customer reviews.
That is the real takeaway for you listening. Understanding how banks assess risk puts you firmly in the driver's seat, whether you're actively securing a mortgage or just managing your daily credit card balances.
Right. You aren't just at the mercy of a bank's baseline rate. Your daily financial habits are literally the blueprints for your future home.
You actually hold the map to the maze. Which leaves us with this provocative thought to consider. If individual profiles truly dictate the interest rates we get, how much hidden control do you actually possess over the massive macroeconomic systems that seem to rule our lives?